Giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Quadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and the sincere shalom to the Akim out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. This is going to be a really quick video on distractions. All right. See, when we talk about distractions, the first thing we think of is social media and the internet and the YouTube and stuff like that, right? But one of the distractions is this talk about so-called quote unquote manhood. Okay. And I say that's a distraction. First off, let's before we go on, let's get the definition of manhood. All right. The condition of being, being, so like the condition of being a human being. Okay. Qualities associated with men, manliness. Okay. And that's what the main point I'm going into right now. All right. The condition of being an adult male is distinguished from a child or female. Okay. So the last two definite, and the fifth definition, as you see here, that proves that, manhood and womanhood is not equal. All right. But anyway, um, the qualities associated with being men. All right. Manliness, so called. Now I say that's a distraction, because it can distract you. When you talk about manliness, you talk about the things that you're supposed to do as a man, which is fine because men need that talk. Especially young men like me, need that talk because these women out here, they get that shit, but they're not taught as being women. All right. But part of manhood, as I hear a lot is so-called having multiple women. Laying down with a bunch of women is not considered manhood, man. And I'm just being straight up honest. All right. First off, that's something natural for men, to have multiple women. That's something natural. Something natural cannot be considered manly. All right. This whole talk about being manly, if you know any better, right? Which we do, to a degree, need those talks about, because you're supposed to be as much of a man as you can here in this society. That's just what it is. But the reason I say it's a distraction is because you have to remember, all right, like this whole red pill, blue pill bullshit, all right, you have to remember one thing, and I'm going to read it. Malachi chapter 4, verse 2. It says, "But unto you that fear my name, all right, shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings." Who is that, man? That's who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. That's YAHAWASHI. You cannot be a man, like the man that you should be here. You cannot be the woman that you should be here because we have to understand. Job chapter 9, verse 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And the Lord put us here for captivity. If we could be 100% men here, these women would not be acting the way they're acting. All right. If these women would, there was a guy. There was a guy that said, if the woman gets right, then the man is gonna get right. No, that's fucking ass backwards, man. All right, no. The man is the head. So if the man gets right, the woman is going to get right. And the man is not going to get right until Lord Yahweh Shah comes back, man. All right. And that's why I say it's a big ass distraction a lot of times, man. Because sometimes Jake gets overindulged in this multiple wife thing. This whole multiple wife thing, a lot of times is a really, really big distraction. I've seen Elder Manata Zapba, down there in South Carolina, all right, mentioned it in one of his live streams, all right, where he does the walk and talk, all right, and he mentioned it, and it makes obviously it makes sense, man. When you got like when you're in this mindset and you're just thinking about, man, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that in the kingdom, man. I'm going to have a wise, man. I'm going to have gold, man. I'm going to have power. Yes, that motivates us. Of course, yes, that motivates us, obviously. But when you are in that mindset 24/7, you know that's going to be a big ass distraction. Guys like that, people like that have fallen out of the truth, man. Oh well, they was never really in the truth, but they have fallen out, man. Right? Because they got too goddamn distracted. They forgot what was in front of them. And then when you do that, you start to lose patience. You start to get weak, and that's not good. When you overindulge yourself in this whole multiple wife thing and the power and the gold and the land and all this stuff, and you're not focusing on what the hell is in front of you, you're going to lose patience, and eventually you're going to phase out, man. We had a we had a we had a guy that was in this camp, which he branched off to do his own thing. All right. And he had called the elder one day, and this was right before he quit. The whole camp dispersed, and now we don't hear nothing from him no more. He called the elder one day, and he said, "Look, man, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm just getting tired, man. I don't know how I don't know how long I gotta put up. We gotta put up with this shit. I'm tired as far as the society, right? You first off, you're not praying enough. You're not praying enough, and you got to realize that you are on the Lord's time, man. All right, and being on the Lord's time, you have to have balance with that shit. All right, and that's why I go into this whole talk about this so-called manhood thing. The Lord is coming with healing in his wing. The quality of being men is something that we do not have right now, man. We may have a little bit, just enough to show that no, we not down with this bullshit, this whole simping bullshit. We have enough to put it to separate ourselves. But the actual quality of being men is something that we don't have. The actual quality of being women is something that y'all don't have, and you're not going to get it until YAHAWASHI comes back, all right, and completely obliterates this place off the face of the earth, and this fucking devil gets out of power, man. All right. So if you're out there still trying to find a perfect woman and stuff like that, you're not going to find it. Everybody's going to have shit with them. You women out there looking for Prince Charming and shit like that, it's not going to happen. All right. But this goes towards the men because obviously the men are the heads. All right. And this even goes towards myself too. This is the reminder for myself, man. The quality of being men, having multiple women, man. That's something natural for men. That don't make you manly. you know, you got men that prefer to have one. You got men that don't have no women and don't prefer to have women. So like, having multiple women, that's nothing manly about. Sure, yeah, I got it. But you got to think about it, man. The shit that comes with it here, in this society, hey, man, people can handle it. If it happens, it happens. But just know that there's nothing manly about that. That's natural for men to have multiple women. There's nothing manly about that. It's natural. Just like, the woman that's sitting up there saying, well, women give birth, so that makes them stronger. No, that doesn't make you stronger. It's natural. That does not make you a strong woman. Why? Because you deal with birth pains and shit. You were meant to deal with that. That doesn't make you stronger. If that makes you stronger, then why is there no rules for women hitting men? If you're stronger than us, man, right? Why are simps always in to the rescue protecting y'all? So it's the same thing with this, man. Having multiple women, man, doesn't make you a man. You got either feminine ass. Yeah, you got simps having multiple wives, man. That shit don't make you manly. I've seen simps have multiple women. And all they do is lust and simp over the goddamn woman, and they have multiple women, right? You got these celebrities, and boy, do you know what the hell the celebrities got to do to get up to that status, on that couch. You know what I mean? But they be having multiple women, so that's what I mean, man. That shit is nothing but a distraction. So when you look at and I'm going to get to the scripture, but I got to get this out, man. So when you look at distractions, man, don't only look at social media and stuff like that. This talk right here is a distraction. I'm talking about as far as, the multiple wives and the gold and all that stuff. That shit could distract you, man, if you're not careful. Again, that's a motivation. It's not, you gotta make sure you're calling an election is short before you even think about something like that, man. You know, you gotta make sure you're in good favor, with Lord Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI before you even think about talking about some manliness, man. You know, we tend to lose focus because of the hell we in, and the shit that we go through with our women, because obviously, yeah, they're fucked up, but we are too, but the things that we go through with these women out here in this the society, because we know that they're in league with like when you answer a phone, who's on the phone? Either Edomite or the black woman, right? But we cannot get distracted by that shit, man. Because again, but unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. Okay. Now this is what we supposed to be doing, man. Luke chapter 21, verse 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. This is what you're supposed to be doing, man. If you call yourself a man of the Lord, this is what you're supposed to be doing, man. You're supposed to be watching and praying, man. Watching the current events and praying. Not worried about fucking multiple. Look, man. To be honest, we don't technically have women. Why? Because let you fuck up one time, man. Right? All she got to do is pick up a phone. That's all she got to do, or nigga get out. And what can you do? That could be your house. That could be your house, and they can still get you out. I've seen it, right? Brothers have seen it. Everybody's seen it, right? You get a divorce. She takes 90% of your shit, right? Because why? She has the system on her side. Esau Edom has your woman. So let you mess up one time, man, and watch what happens. We don't really have women. So this whole multiple wife thing, man, that shit gonna have to wait, man, until that time, man. Jake want, Isaiah 4:1 to happen right now, and it's not going to happen. Not right now. Or they want Isaiah 4:1 to happen on their time, and it's not going to happen, man. Again, you get multiple wives, fine, that happens. Hey, it happens in the world all the time, man. In a world driven off of sex, that shit happens all the time, man. Right? But remember, the Lord is the one that put you in that position. Do not forget that, man. We tend to forget, where the Lord has us, man. We tend to forget that we are in slavery, man. We are in hell. Right? And it's in certain things it's just not going to happen, right? And again, this whole manhood talk, right? This whole manhood talk, so-called quote unquote qualities associated with men, manliness. None of us are manly. None of us, right? Now again, we're so-called manly to an extent to where we are separated from this world. All right, as to being some bitches and shit. We're separated from that. But the true manliness is this truth makes you more manly than anything, obviously. But the Lord still reminds you that you still in captivity. Guess what, man? You may have a boss that's a woman. That's over you at work, right? You know what I'm saying? You go into these stores seeking, these women are over you in your workplace, and you telling me you're manly. It can't happen right now, man. Right? Again, we like when we stand out there, we speak boldly, and we tell these women like it is, man. So we're manly to a degree, but when it comes to the complete qualities of being men. Manliness, it's not going to happen right now. It's just not going to happen, right? Anyway, Because remember, what did the Lord say? The woman shall surpass men. That goes to everybody. That goes to everybody. He said, I'm going to make a new thing on the earth. The woman shall surpass a man. And you tell me, manly. That's why you got to watch. That's why, Jake, man, you Jakes out there, y'all got to watch that Malak. Y'all got to watch that king word, man. You know? Because a lot of y'all be on some shit too. Right? I get it. You know, because we technically are kings. Right? But for me personally, I don't want to be called a king right now. Because I don't feel like one. Right? We're not meant to feel like one right now. We're meant to serve out our punishment. I want to be under the banner of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. I don't give a goddamn about being no goddamn king right now, man. Right? I want Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI's good graces, man. I want to be in his good graces. Right? By esteeming yourself as a king, man, you're forgetting about the Lord. You know? Malak. Okay, again, fine. But you still have a you still have a supervisor that's a woman telling you what the fuck to do. I'd be damned, man, if I'm going to be called a king and I'm going to have a woman over me. I'd be damned. That's why I don't want that saying right now, man. I don't. That all that, man, and that's what I'm getting at, man. All that is going to have to wait, man. We have to focus on what the hell is right in front of us. Remember, watch ye therefore and pray always. Right? They get ready. This shit is kicking off, man. Right? And you overindulging in multiple wives and the gold, the power. What the hell is in front of you right now? Can you tell me? Right? What the hell you going to do, man? Did you forget Isaiah 33:6? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. It didn't say money, fame, and women. That's why a lot of Jake that do this for women, right? That do this for women, some type of fame, some type of clout or whatever, right? Always end up phasing out, right? Why? Because you was being fake ass niggas, man. That's what you was doing, man. You was being fake ass niggas. Any Jake that come into this thing for some women, some type of fame, some type of clout, man, you being fake. You being a fake ass nigga, and the Lord is gonna remove you, man. Right? The hell with all that shit right now, man. The hell with all the multiple wives right now, man. The hell with all that bullshit, man. A lot of times I get tired of hearing it, man. Because you lose focus on what the hell is in front of you, man. Right? Psalm chapter 105 verse 4. It says, "Seek the Lord Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI and his strength. Seek his face evermore." It didn't say seek women. Okay? It didn't say that. Okay? It did not say seek women. It says seek the Lord. Okay? Remember his marvelous works that he have done, his wonders and his judgments of his mouth, man. All right? O ye seed of Abraham, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen. That's what we're supposed to be doing, man. The hell with all that bullshit, man. That's what it is for right now, man. It's bullshit. Because again, you don't have women. We don't really have women. You know, come on, man. Gotta think about it. They could mess around on you whenever the fuck they want and not get, you know, punished for it. They can lock your ass up because you get the police called on you by a woman. You better know that you're getting locked up. You better know that you're getting locked up. There's no escaping it, man. The Lord put us in slavery, man. And by you trying to esteem yourself and try to make your own kingdom, you're forgetting the Lord, man. You know? You're forgetting the Lord. When you're overindulging in that shit, you're forgetting the Lord Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. You're forgetting that the Lord put you in slavery. You're forgetting that the Lord is the one that put these devils over us, man. Remember what I quoted earlier. Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Right? Isaiah chapter 55, verse 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. So anybody get offended by this video, so goddamn be it, man. Right? I'm just being straight up honest. I don't care. Look, anybody get offended, so be it, man. It is what it is. There is no goddamn way that you're going to be 100% manly in this society. You can do the best you can. We doing the best we can. All right? And we're definitely looked at, you know, differently than the rest of these men out here, because the Lord said what in Isaiah, the 13th chapter? I will make a man more precious than fine gold. You're not going to do that yourself. The Lord is the one that's going to do that, man. And Jake forgets about that, man. He said, I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Not you. You not going to make yourself more precious than fine gold. You can't do that. You want to know why women don't respect? Ain't going to have full respect for us? Look at the goddamn money. Look at the damn money. Whose face is on that money? Who runs this shit? You know? So forget all that, man. The elder goes into that a lot, man. No woman is going to fully respect us, man. It's not going to happen. You know, I don't care how many times you jakes out there try to, you know, change that, but you're fighting against the Lord when you try to change that. No woman is going to respect men right now, man, or at least Jake right now. The so-called Black, Latino, and Native American men, she ain't gonna respect us right now, and don't expect it. And I don't want that. I don't want that fucking respect right now, man. You shouldn't want it. You should want to be in the graces of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, not in the graces of a goddamn woman, man. All right. That's why it's sickening to see men be bowing down to that woman, man. Like she the one that created you. Right? Like she the one that created your spirit, your soul. Right? Like she's the one that's going to be your salvation up out of here, man. Like she's the one that you see up in them chariots. That's what you should be looking forward to, man. Those chariots. Right? So anybody get offended, man, so goddamn be it. But the truth is the truth. It is what it is, man. The truth is the truth. There's no way you can't be a man here, man. All right? You can't be a woman here. That's just what it is. You can do the best you can. That's what we do. Like the brothers and the sisters, hey, we all doing the best we can. And again, it's just enough to separate us from this bullshit of this world, man. At the same time, yeah, think about it, man. We all got. We talk about as far as men, we all got shit from our mothers. You know, hell, a lot of us was raised by our mothers. You know, it's impossible to be 100% man. Come on, man. And again, going back to that whole multiple wife thing, laying down with a bunch of women, and then you got Jake, man, that'll lay down with women and just take off. You call that manly? That shit ain't manly, man. All right, that's why these women fucked up, man. Cause of Jake. Cause they laying down with him and just running the hell off, man. And you got Jake out there that call that shit manly. No, the hell that's not, man. Do not get that mixed up, man. That shit is not manly. You think we did that back in ancient time, man? Ran around and started, you know, mess with a bunch of women that just took off. No, when we mess with them, we took care of them, all of them. So let's say you had 12 wives. You took care of all 12 wives. You didn't go around. This society is so goddamn messed up right now. But you didn't go around and have 12, mess around with 12 wives and have a bunch of children just run the fuck off and shit. Right? You want to know what else Jake do? You know what even a woman do? That partner gets sick and then they run the hell off. Yeah, women do that shit. You know that husbands get sick and then they run the hell off. But when Jake do that shit, you got Jake call that shit manly, man. No, the fuck that's not. We gotta look, man. We don't care how messed up, look, you know, the woman is. We are still responsible for our actions, man. We are still responsible for our actions as men of the Lord, man. Right? Because remember, Hosea the 4th chapter said what? I will not punish them, for their iniquity and stuff like that, right? Just slightly paraphrasing. Why did he say that? Right? Because the Lord chastised whom he loveth. They gonna be left out there. So goddamn be it. They don't matter. Pretty much what the Lord was explaining is like Matthew 13. All right, it's given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. So Hosea 4, when it just said, I'm not going to punish their sons and their daughters, right, for their abominations, you could think of Matthew 13, right, when it comes to that. Because their fate is already sealed. They're going to be fucked up. That's just what it is. They're going to be left out there in the time of trouble. But the Lord chastised whom he loveth. Remember, Isaiah, I believe it might even be in this chapter. Now, I don't know if it's in this chapter. What it said, his servant's going to eat. No, it's not in this chapter. His servant's going to eat. It actually might be. His servant's going to eat, but they're going to be hungry and stuff like that. So the Lord, hey man, the Lord got plans for his servants. But being a servant of the Lord is not is not overindulging, in this whole manhood, quote unquote manhood talk, man. Cause that will distract you, man. You gotta remember, man. The only way to manhood is through YAHAWASHI, to the very best of our ability. Other than that, it's not going to happen. Not right now. You gotta wait. The Lord is coming with healing, and that healing is giving us back the qualities of men and women. Right? So anyway, giving all praise and all the glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI. Shalom.